Welcome to Backseat Confessions Podcast. Slide into the backseat as we listen to mostly anonymous strangers tell us stories from their lives. I'm a rideshare driver in Atlanta, and the people getting in my car have absolutely no idea I'm going to ask them to share. My commitment to you is to tell at least a snippet of virtually every story recorded in my car in the order they were told to me. My hope is that you laugh, cringe, cry, but mostly connect to these amazing people. You may find a piece of your own story or just feel more connected to the rest of us. Join us, won't you? So, hey, my new friend. This is an adult podcast. Themes and languages are definitely not suitable for everyone. Listener discretion is advised. We are officially back for Season 2 of BCP. And I, for one, I'm grateful and I'm excited to have you all along on this journey. Speaking of journey and personal growth as a podcaster, I'm going to attempt to be more judicious this season about how much of each rider's story I share. I think that in the first season, I did less cutting of what might be the, less interesting parts of the story, I guess, or even played stories that weren't that compelling in their entirety to you, the audience, because I was so personally invested and, of course, grateful for each person that shared. I'm still grateful and I'm still invested in each writer, but I also know that I have to grow as a podcaster and a storyteller. So I'm making an effort this season to still share every story, but maybe less of some of them. Okay, all aboard. So, getting us off to a strong start today is a lady and her posse of friends. She talks with us about her latest fun night in Atlanta while partaking in ecstasy and cocaine. Let's listen in to the last little bit where some interesting revelations are made.
Story number 80. Saturday, December 19th, 2020, 3:48 a.m.
Right. So you just
Rick
felt
James
like
level. Like, I was high as fuck. I can't say Rick James signed did coke, but I did it in a pill form.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, so I was on a Rick James level. So
There you go.
it was very exciting, very fun, intense. You know what I'm saying? The reaction to other people.
Yeah.
Now, that is the killer part.
Okay.
I love to see people watch and be enticed and to be intrigued.
Yeah.
Period, in general. So that's the fun part for me.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I hope I'm not boring y'all with this.
No.
But yeah, I don't know where to go with that, Kiwi. Where was I going with that?
Oh, you were doing drugs. You were naked.
I had a velvet outfit on, y'all.
Ooh.
It was
Black ass piece of shit.
what? And we're both Leos. Same fucking birthday, y'all.
Okay.
Same.
Ain't shit.
And it was his girlfriend's birthday too. On top of that, and I
ain't
still
shit.
stole her, nigga.
You ain't steal shit.
You right.
Cause
But I borrowed him for that night, though.
You borrowed
for
him
sure,
that?
for sure.
Was
it was nice.
Was it a good night?
It was. It was
You know,
nice.
So you got high and you borrowed.
She did.
Well,
I
the nice
did.
thing about borrowing somebody else's boyfriend is then you don't gotta
You can
take
bring
care of
him
him.
back.
Right.
Exactly.
Are you guys going to the Waffle House here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
All right.
Right here.
I'm very greedy.
Let's do it.
Y'all sure right here.
Thank
This
you.
is nice over here.
Thank you, Miss Blue, for the story. I really appreciate you just opening up. That's amazing.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get used to this. You know what I'm saying? Like podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's all about podcasting.
I buy her shit, bro.
So, if you think you are good friends with your girls, I have just one question for you. Would you be willing to share your man-friend night with your bestie? I'm guessing most of you would say no. That is just an ultimate level of trust and sharing that is almost hard to imagine. But if this catches on, and hey, do I get some money for dreaming up this idea? Maybe the ladies can rent out their guy, kind of like an Airbnb for boyfriends and husbands. I wonder what could possibly go wrong with this idea. Our next writer talks about how her grandfather on her mother's side was the patriarch that held the family together. So 13 years before this conversation, he had suffered a stroke and her grandmother had spent 10 years caring for him. In the last 3 years, though, our writer has taken over care for both of them, so we pick up right after his passing, and she gets to share what she valued most about him.
Story number 81. Sunday, December 20th, 2020, 12:09 a.m.
But the gentleman who came the night my grandfather passed away, he came and he asked our whole family to say one thing that your grandfather did, or one thing that makes you think of your grandfather, or something along those lines.
Right.
And so something my grandfather did that meant the world to me was he was basically the glue to our whole family.
Wow.
He was the reason why we always saw each other. He was the reason why that, we always talked or anything like that. And especially he was the person that kept us all going, and he is the person that kept me with the Lord. And some people some people take different paths in life, and that's fine.
For sure.
That's okay. But to me, that meant the most to me. That's something that I'm 27.
Right.
And you witness a lot of things through life. I'm not even halfway through my life.
Right.
But right now, that is the one thing that I hold on to the most.
Yeah, and it's like a gift that he gave you that will never go away. That's a pretty amazing gift.
Yep. It is something that I think about every day of my life. And what's crazy and what breaks my heart the most, though, is that for a couple of years I struggled finding a job. So my grandfather passed in June of 2020. Yep. And it was, I guess, a couple of days after my grandfather's birthday. A couple weeks after my grandfather's birthday. And in August, I landed my first job.
Aww.
And the first thing I thought of was, I say it's a tragedy, but it's not a tragedy at the same time. Yeah. Because he was a gift to this world. Yeah. And so few knew the gift he had, but that gift he did give to people was big.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think for myself, and hope I think for a lot of people, to me that's the way I want to be remembered when I'm gone, is that I left a legacy, right?
Same.
So yeah. So absolutely. How amazing! He lived right, and it sounds like when he went, he did it. He left the important stuff behind. So wow, That's so cool.
Yeah. I hope that gives anybody who's gone through something hope, or helps them think about the good things that that person left behind, or that they can remember them by,
Yeah, sort of puts it in perspective. Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome. Of course.
I love that his faith and the way he cared for and kept his family together were what her grandfather's most enduring legacy will be. I have mad respect for those that when they leave this dimension, they leave behind the things that matter most: love, faith, and family. Most people have had a roommate at some point in their lives, and for that group of people, most have some kind of bad to horrible story about that experience. Here is one of those stories.
Story number 82. Sunday, December 20th, 2020, 3:19 a.m.
So my story is a little kind of roommate horror, little kind of thing.
It's a very specific genre. I like that.
Yeah. So at school, my neighbors I'm good friends with both of them.
Okay.
They sometimes have a little bit of beef between them, but it's never like super bad.
Okay. Like no gunshots.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But one night, me, some of my friends, and one of the girls, we'll call her A.
Call her A. Nice.
So we got A and I.
A and I. Okay.
So A went out of town for the weekend.
Right.
And I was out of town, and all my friends were out of town. So my friend I was going to be there all by herself because all of her friends were leaving.
Right.
So she was having fun, like partying with her like teammates because she's on the tennis team.
Nice.
And they were in her room.
Right.
And one of our guy friends passed out, to say.
Okay.
Passed out in A's bed.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he woke up at 3 a.m. I was still awake. She was in her bed.
Right. Wait, with him?
Yeah, he
But
was
he's
in
passed-
A's bed.
Oh, he's in A's bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
He just woke up, got up, pulled down his pants, and started peeing.
No.
All over the room.
Oh, no.
And specifically in A's bed.
No.
Yes.
Oh, poor A.
But I didn't tell A and tried to cover it up.
Oh, my God. The literal best friend.
But somehow A,
right.
she said, I could smell it.
Of course. It's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Some dude peed on her bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to come clean, but I thought it was going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Oh, no. Language is very much allowed on this podcast. So, how did it all resolve? I mean, basically, you said you came clean, so you had to admit that you watched this delightful pissing episode go down, right?
Well, I didn't watch.
Oh, you didn't?
One of my friend, I was hiding it.
Okay.
But then one of I's friends posted a video from their dorm room, and you could see the mattress being changed in the back.
Okay, yeah.
So A saw that video and was like, they're changing my bed. And there was no way out of it. So I was like, yeah, bitch. So this happened because we all thought I pissed in her bed.
Oh, right.
We were all blaming it on I. We were like, oh my gosh, she
poor
definitely pissed in the bed. But
Right.
no.
No, it was the random dude.
It was the random dude.
It's always the random dude, I feel like, right?
really is.
I mean, if we're just going to be honest. Wow. Okay. That's pretty amazing. I don't know. I think I'm at 80 stories so far, and I don't think I've had a pissed in the bed story yet. So I needed this to kind of round out my first 80 some stories.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
every so often, you just need a good piss story. I mean, if nothing else than to remind you of the smell of college and suspect mattresses. And to remind you to choose wisely when it comes to a roommate. Nothing can quite cramp your style like a pissy roommate. Am I right? This next guy was the last to get dropped off out of a group of a few riders, and it gave us a chance to talk about one of the young ladies that had gotten out of the car. He used to have a crush on her, and he stayed friends with her, but it seems like he may have something he needs to get off his chest.
Story number 83. Sunday, December 20th, 2020, 3:31 a.m.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. The previous writers we were with, one of them I had a long crush on for a long time.
The middle one or the one on the end?
Middle one, sir.
Oh, yeah. She's very cute, too.
Oh, yes, sir. And yeah, it's a long, complicated relationship with that. I went to originally the first romantic incident I had with her was going to her homecoming.
Okay.
And it was right after she broke up with her boyfriend at the time.
Nice.
And she was very upset, but was very glad to go with me. Mm-hmm. And when we went there, she overall just spent a majority of her time with her boyfriend.
Right.
Which was cool. I mean, I understood it. It was grief, but overall, the whole dance was spent with the boyfriend. And then later, she goes on to college, and she starts dating one of my best friends' friends, or talking to them, you know?
Okay.
And she starts claiming false things about me and her's relationship, which never happened, which I was very confused about because...
What kind of stuff did she say?
She would tell this person when she was on dates with them that I tried hooking up with her, but she would reject me out of nowhere. Which the only romantic interaction I had with her was ditching me at the prom, or her fucking homecoming, basically.
Right.
And it's like, okay, and so I just don't really know whether to bring it up or not. That's my thing. Like, bring up that I know the fact that she was talking shit on the side, but I mean, I'm overall a peaceful person who lets things brush over. But every once in a while, I get caught up on just being like, should I let her know the fact that...
I definitely think you should, bro. Yeah. Because, and I mean, let's say... Best case scenario is she owns it and goes, oh my God, and then she gives you some explanation.
Oh, the thing is, about like a week and a half ago, I was FaceTiming her and brought up that she went on a date with the person where she talked shit on me with.
Right.
And when I brought it up, she was like, oh yeah, that was a fun date. We didn't talk about you or your friend at all. Oh. Which I was like, okay, but, you know, I get confirmation from the two people that you were claiming that I tried to fuck you.
Right.
Which never happened.
Right. Yeah, I definitely think that's something that you want to get, because you want to get that figured out early, because what if you get your heart all entangled with this girl and you find out that she's, you know, maybe not as mentally stable, or she's prone to like drama or whatever, and then you're like gonna kick yourself because like, man, there was this sign early on and I shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like yeah. So yeah, you kind of gotta hit that stuff head on. It's hard if you're a conflict avoider. Right? You know what I'm saying? If you're a conflict avoider, it's really hard, and I spent a lot of my life being a conflict avoider, but sometimes you just gotta kind of reach down and go, all right, I'm gonna man up and just like, I'm gonna do this thing. So yeah, that's definitely my 2 cents.
Okay, yeah, appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best. She seems really sweet.
I appreciate it. Oh yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah. So and then that way you're not like walking around carrying something in the back of your mind about her.
Yeah.
Get it out in the open. there's a, all the sayings about like everything you bring into the light, it mushrooms can't grow in the light or whatever. So yeah.
I know what you mean, man.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. And it's not like I'm trying to get down on her or anything.
No.
But it was like, this is just something that's been weighing on my mind recently. And appreciate it for you helping me, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks for sharing.
Hey, no problem. All right, see ya.
To be honest, when I was giving him the advice, I had forgotten that his crush was past tense. He had mentioned that up front, but hey, I was trying to multitask. Nevertheless, I stick with the advice of dealing with the hard stuff. I am also a lifelong conflict avoider, if I can be. But I've learned the hard way that sometimes you have to have the hard conversations if you want to make a relationship last for the long haul. One of my friends calls it conflict for the sake of restoration. And that is an important life lesson. These next riders are living in a world that is really just not relatable to me. Not only are they nice-looking ladies, which I'm clearly not, but apparently they have enough social media clout that they get invited to join rappers in studio sessions from a different state than the ones they live in. Yep, not much in there resembles my life experience at all.
Story number 84. Sunday, December 20th, 2020, 4:14 a.m.
Yes,
Okay.
me and my homegirl.
Yes.
Her name is Angie.
Her name's Angie, okay.
We had a very crazy weekend in Atlanta. We're not from down here, actually.
Oh, really? Where are you guys from?
We're from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, I love Charlotte. Okay. Yeah.
So basically, we've had plans to it's been certain people trying to see us, from I guess social media and stuff like that. So we came down here because also it's our best friend's birthdays also.
Oh, very cool. Happy birthday to your best friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we plan to meet some rappers down here and stuff.
Yep.
So, tonight we finally got to meet with them because this is our last night down here. So, we wanted to go out with a bang.
I like it.
So we went to their studio session, I guess.
Yep.
And the studio session was pretty cool. I've never been in the actual real studio.
Yes, ma'am.
So it was nice to, see what they do inside of there. It was not a lot of girls. It was just me and my homegirl, Angie.
Yeah, yep.
And the boys, they were pretty nice. They were cool. We ended up going to some store to get some money or something. Then we end up going to some club to get some drinks or something. And we were in the Uber for an hour.
Wow.
And the Uber man kept getting mad at us because we were just waiting. We were just taking his precious little time. He kept telling us that he had money to make. And he just kept getting mad. He was angry.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Then, we got back to the studio. And then, I don't know, the vibes just started getting a little off. I guess everybody started getting drunk or whatever, so it just wasn't the same.
Right.
Then, let me tell y'all, they had some girls up in there. Like, what? We supposed to be the only girls in there. Why y'all got other girls in there? Then they wasn't cute, so it made it even worse. It was just okay, y'all doing too much now. But other than that, Atlanta, it's been good.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot. We went to Lenox also today.
Yeah, how was Lenox for you?
We went shopping. It was great. It was good.
Good. So overall, it's been a win. You did get to meet some rappers. You did get to go in the studio where I picked you guys up from.
Yes.
And so those are good experiences. But Then as the night started to progress, it just got kind of lame.
Yeah, it just started going downhill.
Going downhill, yeah. Well, and I can see you guys are both very lovely, and you said that some of the other girls coming in not so lovely. Is that
not so lovely? Not so lovely. They should have stayed at home, maybe. Perhaps.
Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else to add to the story tonight?
No, that's really it.
That's it. But you go back to Charlotte with like good vibes, good feeling in your heart.
Yes,
like,
and I will know when I come back to Atlanta not to hang out with them maybe again. If they're going to be on the same stuff that they was on this time.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, you learned what not to do.
Yep.
I mean, that's half of life is learning what not to do, right? Thank you so much for your story, Doja.
You're welcome.
I do feel just a little bit bad for the quote-unquote ugly girls. I mean, is that a thing? So, if you're hot, you don't want the vibe to be brought down by ugly girls? I think I would want less attractive females around me if I was an attractive one. You know, just to show how very good looking I was. But anyhow, what do I know? This next rider had just moved to Atlanta, and where I was picking her up from wouldn't exactly be where most of us would consider a welcoming place.
Story number 85. Monday, December 21st, 2020, 11:52 p.m.
So I just purchased a car.
Okay.
And I was leaving the car lot.
Yep.
And I'm using my GPS to try to get where I'm going.
Uh-huh.
And I get blue lighted. So I pull over, and apparently my license is suspended, and I had no clue of that. So yeah, got arrested.
No.
Sat in there for a few hours, and I'm out now.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, because I literally just picked you up from the sheriff's office. Ugh, that's horrible. What was the reason for suspension?
They don't know. I'm not from this state, so...
Are you kidding me?
I just moved here, and when I asked them, why is it suspended, they had no clue.
Really? They don't know why it's suspended,
Nope,
and they arrested you?
Yep. He even showed me on his laptop that he didn't know why. It just said suspended. And he told me to call the DMV in my home state.
Wow. So welcome to Atlanta. Oh, man. That is so sad. Okay. Well, man, definitely all my thoughts and prayers for you that this all gets straightened out and taken care of.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I hope the rest of your time in Atlanta goes somewhat better than this inauspicious start.
Yeah, me too.
Well, thank you for sharing your story.
No problem.
I could see the confusion and tiredness in her face as we drove off. She had no answers, and of course, was now entered into our delightful little justice system. So, I'm really, really hoping that it all got cleared up for her and she's able to actually start enjoying her time here in Atlanta. Our final rider for the day goes into one of my all-time favorite categories: chats with a drunk girl. This young lady is smart and she's put together, and she has a really great job, probably even what you would call a career. But we got to peek inside a little bit more vulnerably because she was maybe just a teeny tiny bit intoxicated.
Story number 86. Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020, 1:27 a.m.
So I just got picked up from this Uber from this guy's house, and the dick was fine.
Okay.
But, you know, he just got out of an engagement. Like, he's got some, like, drama.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to, like, hook up. Like, you know, I have, like, coronavirus. Like, we're trying to get some dick. Right. We're trying to, like, get it in.
You told me that you were in a love triangle, though.
And so I'm dating him.
Okay.
But also another guy.
Okay.
And can I just say really something really, it might be a little offensive.
Say something
But can I
offensive.
just say something?
Say something.
You know how everyone's like Asian people look alike?
Okay.
Can I be really honest?
Be honest.
White people with masks, I can't tell Chad from Chad. So now I'm dealing with like multiple Chads with masks.
Right. Fair. Totally
And
fair.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's hard.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's criticizing me for looking the same as other Asians. And I'm just like, have you seen Chad look like Chad? I mean, they got blonde hair and the same fucking hairstyle.
Right. Fair enough.
With the blue eyes.
Right.
Just trying to like wreck people's lives. Going out here.
Oh.
Just saying.
Okay, so maybe we can't get to it tonight, but you were telling me you were in a love triangle at first, and you said you were trying to choose one over the other, but you weren't.
So I want to choose two. I have two guys I can choose over.
Okay. What's
They're
the
both
deciding
really
factor?
smart.
Both really smart. Okay, that's good.
I've only seen one of their penises.
Okay, so.
And the penis I saw, I liked.
Was that the one you saw tonight or the other one?
The other one.
The other one.
I'm not giving it up, girl.
Okay, all right.
You know, you got to earn it.
You got to earn it. Okay, so this guy tonight was a nice guy.
Nice guy, like successful. You saw where he lived,
yeah,
girl.
Yeah,
like he got a nice house, got a Porsche, you know. Like,
Right. Okay.
But you know, I had all that. I like right now. I want a guy that like loves me, understands me, and loves my dog.
Hey, that's important.
It's so important. Like I'm done with all that, like shit, like that, like external shit. Like
you want
I'm
the real thing.
34. Like
you're not 34.
I am 34, girl.
Wow.
I got my shit together, like, you know, like I wanted like just date.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fuck boys in Atlanta. Let me just say this on the
There
mic.
are.
There's a lot of fuck boys. I gotta say in the. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
No, you did. You said
fuck
it.
Boys.
So you're ready to change gears and get into something more serious.
Not really.
Not really.
Because I don't have like I'm down with just like I like being single and having dalliances.
Okay, so
I
you
want
want
multiple.
you want the friends
playthings.
with benefits.
Yeah, because I'm good. I don't need no man. Like
Right.
I don't know. I don't want to have. I don't think I want children. So like, why don't you get married? I like multiple men in my life.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You want multiple lovers, no kids. So what would be your?
I'm gonna get famous on this. Yeah, they're gonna be like. So I have actually kind of a public job, so I don't know if I should be on this.
Well, we're not using your real name. We're using Jade, so you're safe. But Jade, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
You are hilarious, wonderful, and honest, and you definitely. I won't call you a liar, but you don't look a day over 22. And I know that's part of the Asian...
love you. By the way, you're invited to my party. So my dog, I have a dog, and we're having a black tie party for him. You're invited now.
Hey, I'm in. Just give
it's
me
a black tie.
Oh,
It's very
no, I'm out.
like there's security.
Oh yeah, see,
It's for my dog though. It's a very big deal. Honestly, it should be a bank holiday. It should be like a national holiday.
Totally.
Because like a dog, like my dog, like. A dog like mine maybe comes once every like 1,000 years.
Wow.
So like he's a real like you know.
Yeah, an amazing
So
dog.
like I actually think like all of America should get the day off for his birthday.
You know what? I honestly
Thank
think we
you.
got a new president coming in, Biden. Why not pitch it to him and Kamala?
Listen.
Right?
Biden and so Kamala's my girl.
Yeah.
Okay, she's my homie.
She'll totally.
Home girl.
Yeah, I think they'd be down for this.
I think she would be down, and if she's
Yeah.
not, then you know what?
Hey, we can make it at least an Atlanta holiday. We'll talk to.
I know
the
Mayor Bottoms.
Mayor Bottoms.
And I know Nikisha represent my hero, late John Lewis.
Oh,
Nikia
yeah. What a
Williams.
beautiful man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know what? Atlanta's gonna be just this like really diverse place because
I like it.
I moved here from California. Okay.
I love it, but I'll have to take your name out now. But anyways, Jade, you're amazing.
Jade is amazing.
Jade,
am I going to be famous?
You're not going to be famous because
I want to be on this podcast. By the way, I have a lot of political opinions. If you ever want me back,
I would love to hear all your political opinions.
I have a lot of opinions in general.
I would never
about
guessed.
Open marriages. I have a lot of opinions in general. And you know what? Atlanta needs someone spicy like me.
You are very spicy, and you're
Atlanta
hilarious.
needs a spicy girl like me to just you know, like say what's real.
Yeah, I love it.
Also, by the way,
tell me.
I want you to know I was tested negative for COVID yesterday, so you're safe.
I am safe.
I got tested.
I've never felt
by
so safe.
11 times.
Wow,
okay,
that's a lot.
I'm a hypochondriac. Okay?
Oh, you're the opposite of me. I eat off the floor.
I know. You were like, girl, come in, no mask, all good. I was like, oh, I love him. He's like me. Okay?
Yes.
I love you.
All right, I love you, girl.
Don't know what's
You're
gonna
amazing.
happen,
Yes.
But I'm like love this microphone. I kind of don't want to give it back.
Okay, thank you so much. Here's to letting your hair down, saying what you mean, and throwing black tie events for your favorite canine friend. If Jade didn't make you smile at least once, then maybe, just maybe, your panties have become wedged just a little too tightly and are cutting off circulation to your sense of humor organ. Get it together, people. The ladies today gave us a lot to think about. Probably scratch our heads over, lifted our spirits, and hopefully even gave us some smiles and maybe that, oh no, you didn't just say that, girl, moments as well. There's enough heavy things for all of us to worry about. So I'm going to hope that you give yourselves moments to just savor the good things in your life. Also, allow yourself to feel joy and happiness. And yes, those things are a choice as much as choosing gratitude or some other positive emotion is. So laugh, smile, and practice joy these next 2 weeks until our next ride together. And see if that helps with a perspective shift in your life. Cheers, my friend. This is what happens when you are a rideshare driver in Atlanta and ask people for their stories. These weren't handpicked people with great stories. They just happened to get in my car and be gracious enough to share with all of us. And who knows, maybe someday you'll be in Atlanta and need to grab a rideshare and end up telling the rest of us the next great story on BCP. I'd actually encourage you to, every so often, just ask a stranger to share a story from their life. You never know what you might learn. I believe that our stories are powerful. They can make you laugh, cringe, cry, or even get you to think or feel differently. Our stories can truly make this world a little bit better place. So please, subscribe, rate, and listen to this podcast and share it with as many adults as possible. It would mean so much to me. First and foremost, I want to thank the incredible writers who trusted me with your stories. You're my heroes. Thanks also to all the people in the background who have believed in this project/dream. All of the music on this podcast was found on pixabay.com, and it was free, which is an amazing gift when you're starting a podcast on a shoestring budget.